Dude.
No,
Tell him not coming. I don't care.
Reaper jump.
I'll go soon. That's another one.
Hostile UAV circling.
Nice.
I'm popping off now.
And nice.
All of us.
Now you're popping.
So, guess who got the Argus out of their July 4th weapon bribe? Not me. I got the Peacekeeper. So, when I want to get the Peacekeeper, I get the Locust. And when I want to get the Argus, I get the Peacekeeper. So, I'd just like to give a big FU to Treyarch for never allowing me to get the DLC weapon that I actually want. And a big shout out to Hummus Thunder, who has every DLC weapon in the game, you lucky mother. But hey, I guess I'm lucky that I know somebody who has the Argus, so I can bring you guys this video. So everyone, go check out Hummus's channel. It'll be linked in the description. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and put a timestamp up on the screen right here. That's going to mark our range and damage testing, where I compared the MOG to the Argus with the help of Hummus Thunder in a custom game. We kind of went over just like the damage it does, which does the most damage, and like the ranges, you know, all that good shit. So the timestamps right here, you guys can jump there if you just want to see the side-by-side comparison of the MOG12 and Argus. And for the rest of this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you a nice quick class setup. Here's the best class setup. And I used Hummus Thunder's best class setup, and I tried switching it up. I tried using a suppressor, I tried using this, I tried using that, and honestly, nothing works. There is a solid set in stone best class setup for this gun with really not a lot of wiggle room when it comes to the attachments, at least. So first up, we have fast mags, and the reason for that is obvious. The reload is too slow, and extended mags only gives you 2 extra shots, which is an increase of like less than 20% to your magazine if you want to put a percentage on it. So it's not necessarily worth it. Definitely run fast mags for that faster reload. This gun's already got 5 one-shot 1 kills, which is 1 more than the MOG12, so you should find that to be a decent amount and plenty useful. Next we have long barrel for obvious reasons. This increases your one-shot kill range, and when I put suppressor on this with long barrel, I found it greatly decreased my one-shot kill range. Like, I know none of the other shotguns have a suppressor, so there could be a use for this, but really it's not practical, so don't run the suppressor, run long barrel. Then quick draw. Quick draw is an absolute must. This is another attachment I tried getting around. Can't get around it because when you ADS with this weapon, it becomes a slug instead of a spread buckshot. So gung ho and quick draw is an absolute must on this gun, whereas only gung ho is necessary on the MOG, not necessarily quick draw. But with gung ho and quick draw, you'll see I put a couple clips on the screen right here where I just totally beat people because of this, the instant snap on, insta kill. The TTK with this gun is 0, just like the MOG if you have gung ho and you break your sprint by aiming, or close enough to 0 at least. And then we got rapid fire for obvious reasons. Now, and the damage and range testing at the end, I also do a side-by-side comparison of the fire rate. And this gun, although in the testing it seems to have almost the exact same fire rate as the MOG12, I found that in practice it is a little bit slower. You have a lot harder time getting that second shot off in comparison to the MOG12. For me, I really couldn't even decide. I just left it on flat jacket. I'm literally so used to running gung ho as my only perk. I could really just give a shit less about any other perks. I go without them so often that any perk that's on there is a bonus to me. So now let's go ahead, and I want to talk about a little side-by-side comparison before we jump into the testing and my thoughts on it. As you guys know, I have almost 60,000 kills with the MOG12, so I feel like I can break this down, or try to at least, a little bit better than most people. So first off, this gun is a breath of fresh air for me for obvious reasons. I'm definitely going to have to convince Hummus Thunder to let me use his account a lot more often so I can get some more clips for montages and stuff with this weapon. However, even though it's a breath of fresh air for us MOG12 mains and stuff, it's not a whole lot better than the MOG in a side-by-side comparison. You will find it to be a lot more consistent in any situation where you can get the ADS on them. Like when you get the ADS on them, pull the trigger, it's a one-shot kill almost no matter what. Whereas sometimes with the MOG12, you have to have Dragon's Breath to compete with a gun like the Argus, obviously, to get that extra damage. But sometimes, especially with the nerf that they did, you'll find that Dragon's Breath doesn't always do what you want it to. And even when it feels like your aim is dead center due to server lag, latency, whatever it is, some lobbies are just worse than others as well. So you'll find overall the Argus is more consistent, although for me there was definitely a learning curve of about 5 games, and while the playstyles are very similar, They're not exactly the same. But that's about all I have to say about these two guns. The testing is going to tell you more about the side-by-side comparison, so I'll go ahead and let that roll. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing videos on pretty much all the DLC weapons. So if you guys enjoyed, please help me out by smacking that like button, smashing that subscribe button. I'll go ahead and let the testing roll, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, this. You have fast mags on this?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not. No.
Honestly, the fire rate is about the same.
Armor, bro.
Yeah.
Bagged him.
The Argus does not have that one-shot kill range. No way in hell. Alright, we'll try it though. Stand back there.
Assault pack's ready.
Alright, here we go. Yep, it don't have the same range.
Enemy down.
Yeah.
But it's pretty hard to hit your pellets at that. Well, it's pretty hard to hit all those pellets with the MOG. I'll just shoot you in the head with the Argus, then it don't really matter.
Just gonna one-shot you in the head.
Seraph
Yeah.
kill.
Okay. So that's about the limit of her range. Now I want to test the hip fire.
That's yeah. The only thing is with the MOG, you have to get all the shots on it. Sometimes it's
Right.
not really gonna happen.
Right. It's about.
You rely more on hip firing.
Alright. I'll center still, but I'm gonna back up a bit. Yeah, it's about okay. So that's like,
10 HP.
yeah. Go ahead and heal. So if I hit you with like half the pellets, you'll probably survive. Yeah.
Yeah, 48 HP.
Go ahead and heal. I'm gonna try the MOG now with like half pellets. At the same range.
Seraph gone.
Drops you. This is that tighter spread.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I can't decide like. It's so weird.
It really depends how you want to play. The Argus is way better for clearing out positions or like stopping people from advancing on you. Because of the extra ammo. And as well as like
True.
you can ADS and one shot them.